Hello everybody, hereby I'm sharing a video with you about my uniform and duty belt that I wear as a nature explorer. One of your first questions may actually be what a nature explorer actually is, and the answer is quite simple: exploring the nature and sharing my passion for the nature with other people around me. I'm actually based in the Netherlands and I've always been a nature and outdoor lover. I love hiking, backpacking, trekking, camping and so on. And I also have a background in this field. I actually have a background in physical geography and geomorphology and started becoming active in this field by doing a traineeship and some voluntary work as a park ranger for the National Park Service in the United States. Besides that, I've also been quite active for a long time as a Boy Scouts troop leader. I've always done a lot of hiking, trekking and camping myself. And a couple of years ago, I also started working again as a voluntary forest ranger here in the Netherlands. However, recently I decided I wanted to do a little bit more in this field again and get professionally involved. And for that reason, I founded my own NGO called Nature Explorers. Under the name Nature Explorers, I'm basically active as an independent nature guide. So I'm actually organizing all kinds of different activities for the public, such as organized walks, talks and excursions, workshops, educational activities, backcountry activities, and sometimes I also do some research and monitoring out in the field, with my main goal to share my passion for the nature with other people around me. So for my job as a nature explorer or nature guide, I generally wear this uniform here. I simply believe that wearing a uniform for the job that I'm doing, it simply looks quite professional. It makes it easier for other people to recognize me, and it's also part of my own brand, part of my own identity that I would like to create. Part of the total package, part of the unique experience that I would like to offer to my guests. So the uniform that I'm wearing, it's pretty much inspired on the uniform of a US State Park Ranger. So I'm wearing those khaki or tan color uniform shirts. I have them with long sleeves, with short sleeves, with my name tag, with a tag with the name of my NGO. I still would like to replace this one with a real badge, and I'm also still designing real patches with my real logos for the uniform. Then I'm wearing this Stetson hat here. It's basically the same hat that's being worn by many sheriff's deputies, park rangers and so on. As a substitution, I have this green field cap here, so this green ball cap. It looks a little bit less formal than the Stetson hat, and it's also easier to carry. When you don't want to put it on your head, you can simply attach it to your belt. Then I'm wearing those dark green PDU style pants here. I have them in long version, in short version. And then finally this duty belt here. I believe that most people, they really appreciate my current look. They think it fits the job and makes me look quite appropriate, quite unique and professional. However, I also had a few people who think it may be looking a little bit overdone, especially because of this duty belt here. Some people believe that this duty belt may make me look a little bit too much like a police officer, which I'm evidently not. But I would also really like to hear your opinion about it, whether you think that this uniform looks appropriate, looks professional, looks good for the job that I'm doing, or if it's maybe too much in your opinion. Your feedback would also be really valuable for me to hear. So the belt that I'm wearing with my uniform, it's indeed the same type of belt that's being worn by many US police officers and sheriff's deputies, also called a Sam Browne belt. It's basically a very wide and thick leather belt with this two-pronged buckle here in the middle, which was designed for police officers to carry all their equipment. So you have those belts in different styles and versions. So the belt that I'm wearing, it's a plain black leather belt, but you also have them in different patterns. And nowadays, nylon duty belts are also getting quite popular. They're evidently quite a bit lighter, more flexible than this leather duty belt, which can be quite heavy and bulky at times. But when we're talking about the looks, I still prefer the look of a real leather duty belt over a nylon duty belt. As I said, I'm not a police officer, I do not carry any actual weapons, but there are still quite a few essential items that I like to carry on me in person at any time, without the need of having to carry a backpack all the time. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm wearing this belt. It's simply a very easy way for me to carry all my essential equipment on me in person at any time. Secondly, I also simply believe that those belts, they simply look very sharp, very professional on a uniform. They make the uniform look more official, and I think they also add some kind of authority to the uniform, which even as a nature guide I believe is not a bad thing. So I simply like the look of this nice thick leather, the nice shiny two-pronged buckle here in the middle. In my opinion, it really adds something to the uniform. So I'm going to show you a little bit what I'm actually wearing on my belt. So here in the middle we have this two-pronged belt buckle which attaches to a hook on the back of the belt. It's some kind of quick release system, so you can actually easily take off and put on the whole duty belt quite easily. The duty belt is actually worn over a regular trouser belt using so-called belt keepers. Those are those belt loops here on the left hand side with those silver snaps. I have two on the front, two on the back, and by removing those belt keepers I can easily take off the whole duty belt without having to remove all holsters. So I'm going to show you what I'm actually carrying on my belt right now. So here I have a quick release key holder. Here I'm normally carrying the keys of my bicycle or my car. This is actually a radio pouch, but it also exactly fits my cell phone. So I'm normally carrying my cell phone here, and sometimes when I'm carrying a radio, my radio goes here. Here I'm having a Swiss Army pocket knife, including all kinds of useful tools that I may need in the field. Here I'm having a D-ring for an old-fashioned mag light. Here on the back I actually have two first aid pouches. In this pouch I have some band-aids, tape, compresses and so on. And in the other pouch I'm carrying some set of latex gloves and a CPR mask. I believe when you're out in the field, especially with groups with other people, you should always be able to provide some basic first aid. Here I'm having a tactical flashlight. Here I have a water bottle, so also in a plain black leather water bottle holder which exactly matches the style of my belt. And here I have my whole set of keys, and then here in the middle the belt buckle. So quite an easy way I think to carry all my equipment, which looks professional. Some people also believe I could, for example, wear a day pack or a fanny pack instead. Some people believe that would look more appropriate. However, I still believe that a real belt, it looks much better on a uniform than a day pack or a fanny pack. So I'm going to show you also with those belt keepers how that works. So you can actually easily remove the whole duty belt simply by removing the belt keepers. When you remove the belt keepers, you can easily take off the whole duty belt. So here it is. So again, here I have all the holsters on my duty belt. So this is my whole setup. It weighs quite a few pounds because of all the equipment, but it basically has everything that I need. So I'm going to put it back on again. Put the belt back. And then you put the belt keepers around. Two on the front. And two on the back. And there we go. Now I'm all prepared to get out again. So I would really like to hear your feedback about it as well, your opinions about it. Would be really valuable for me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time again.